And now, we'll be able to successfully move on to the next section. Let's go. The colors shift. Splendorous. Stress skills and a virtue chance.
A cosmic dreamscape. A waking nightmare.
Okay, well... we could get rabies, so you know what? We're gonna hit the Harrying Gnasher and just get these buffs rolling. One transformation later... we can get rid of... This is totally not good. We are going to Weakening Curse the Corrupted Giant, so hopefully the Giant, when he does a Tree Branch Smackdown, does not insta-give the party. Then again, there's always a chance to just crit anyway. Rabies? Okay, good, you didn't get rabies. Embrace the Dark. Okay. This... Oh, no, 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 no. Why would you just reverse the entire bloody party now? I mean, it works. I mean, if I really need to, I could finale. What the? Oh, good lord. We'll move forward by one. You know what? No. It gives him a negative for the rest of the fight. This I'll admit. But I need these guys to get back into their normal stuff. And you got rabies. Son of a bitch. Let's... Oh... Yes!
Anger is power.
We
Unleash
have
it.
an entire team of virtue. Sweet. Let's start the Rakening. Oh, baby, we can actually hit the crone. If you or a loved one has ever received a pistol bullet to the face, please tell me. Alright, alright, alright. Now if I actually ever get anything that grants me... If I get any other trinkets that are more useful than what I... Save to slay them all. You do damage buffs now, too. You are beautiful. You are beautiful, my jester. This build can still kind of have problems. There is a technical best build for this, but I can't be bothered to pull it out.
Perhaps the turning point.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna move you back to your original position. And I'm just gonna heal you.
The wounds of war can be healed.
If I really wanted to optimize this party as a whole, this guy needs to be at one level higher. So that crits, that gets rid of you. I want to just get rid of bombards. What do you have? You have protection. That's Weakening Curse on the Crawler, which dumps your protection down. And then Rake does additional damage, but if I rage, I can off you. And all these guys will be doing area of effect buffs to each other endlessly. And that's why I'm thankful. These things will only be doing groping swipes. Fungal crawlers as a whole aren't that bad.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Rabies, also, while dropping your accuracy, is actually one of the better diseases to get, just because it also boosts damage. So maybe this team will actually go very far. I know for a fact, for now at least, it's going to be one of my longest running teams I can get, as long as I can keep my heals rolling. And we'll keep the rakes flowing. Can I kill you? Yes, most definitely. He'll bleed out by the start of his turn. So he won't get an action.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
I'll probably have to start dropping stress.
Approaches.
Oh no. Well, I can suffice to say that we have no time for those shenanigans. What do I want to do in the Ghoul? The Ghoul has a lot of defenses. And with 40% protection, I am not too keen on trying to get through him. trying to get through those defenses, so I'm going to start trying to rip them apart. The fungal crawler, once again, I don't care as much about. There's a Renda hurt. It hurts, but not that badly. The bleed might suck, but we can heal. This one's gonna suck, though. Oh, you didn't get the blight. Surprising. Alright. One crit, and one rake will kill this one. It's not gonna kill the one in front, unfortunately.
The bigger the beast,
The fungal crawler is just
the
going to have to
glory.
live. And we can eventually roll a good heal. Overall, I'm really liking this team, actually. This team really isn't bad. Alright, it's just a bunch of Humies. That's you taken down, meaning the rake will take you guys down. We can keep dropping heals until this guy's at full. Crits, which drags you both down, leaving only the cultist witch. Admittedly, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but we can handle it. And we can take this time to drop our stress. And you miss. Good for me. Sleeper's Dream? Seeds of Madness. No Sleeper's Dream yet. Yeah, you can use the heal. Bit of wanton destruction is always appreciated. Sure. You know what? That's even better. And by the way, this guy's been debuffed the entire time. And one transformation back, we'll fix you right up.
Time has no dominion here.
Alright, this gives me extra crystals. Completely neglected to remember that fact.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
How high can Comet Shards stack? I really genuinely do not remember. Right, with everyone who has virtues. I forgot I have this. You have no Blight Bleed. You have a debuff skill. You technically have a Blight skill, but it's never used. You have a Bleed skill, so that's not that great on you. You have debuff skills, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the Cleansing Crystal on you. And just give him an absolute metric ton of resistances. Because, well, in all honesty, he doesn't need anything else. Like, if he doesn't blight, he doesn't bleed, he actually makes a decent tank then.
Furrows of earth, filled with blood.
That's about the furthest I've ever explored in this place. And officially, we've beaten the record. Let's just see how far we can go, shall we? Good lord. If only you would go before him. Like, I know why you don't. But if only you did. Oh no, he might plow. Well, while I still have the chance to target him, we're going to drop his protection and damage. Because we are going to lose that chance before too long. Oh, it's just a Bestial Scream. Okay. I thought that was a horror one. Oh well. Seeds of Madness, one rake, and you know what, we can just shoot.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Agreed. 97. Who needs actual healing? Like, you guys need like a little bit of a patch up, and you're technically worse, but that's only by the most minorest of margins. And thankfully, the encounters themselves don't get tougher, they just get more varied. Technically, we can eventually encounter straight-up bosses from other areas here, or specialist encounters as well. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I mean, no one's really taken that much damage. You know what, why not? If I can get this one to bleed, he dies. If I get this one to bleed, it's just funny. And we can Weakening Curse to make sure he doesn't do any other shenanigans. No trespassers, Herbert gets marked. That could have been a lot worse. Thank goodness we put out the protection first, and he dies, leaving only the good Foreman. Now the Foreman is going to get a massive speed buff, but thankfully we should still outspeed the Foreman. Or that happens. Achievement unlocked. This is nothing. Couldn't have made it sound edgier if I tried. We have time to waste to try to heal ourselves up. Alright. I'm going to rely on him to get rid of the farmhands. Let's just get a pistol shot going on the horse. No crit, that's disappointing. Well, these guys are still going to be targeting you, but thankfully with the cleansing crystal we picked up, you should still be fine. Yeah, keep the crits rolling. Crit chance. What even is crit chance, really? Ah, you son of a... I mean, not everyone's gonna be able to take an action. We're gonna suffer stress. Oh, no. We can't remove this because I already took my tracking shot. There's just a way to double virtue. Okay, that would just be honestly broken. And we dodge anyway. Oh, there are 2 plow horses. Well, I mean, that's unfortunate. Can I vulnerability hex this one? I get the feeling the one in the front is going to die. And you want to know why I think that's going to be the case? Your raking... Hang on. Your raking will not kill it. Your raging has a very high chance of killing it. So that's dead. You can battle ballad, just to keep the buffs rolling in case we don't get a rest site here, and I doubt we will, because we had a rest site very recently. Snipe 1. A sniper 2. Heal out on yourself for the only point of health you're missing. And let's just drop your stress. Just that teensy bit more. The Sleeper's Dream. We've already killed over 100 enemies.
Safe from the comet's maddening light.
Every little bit helps.
For now.
What are you? Blight resist and minus to dodge. Your dodge isn't that great to begin with. It's technically better than just having a hero's ring, although we're not going to get rid of the hero's ring. What is the one we can get rid of the most? We can get rid of you the most. You have a 33 dodge. It honestly doesn't change much, and it's an actual trinket we can equip that isn't bad for you. Because additional resistances just never hurt, and actually probably would help us prolong our existence, depending on who we fight or what we fight. Alright, I think we're good. Let's continue. Blazing! Yeah, this is one of those that I'm worried about, just because the additional... Oh, no. Okay.
Existence folds in on itself.
We can deal with this. We really can deal with this. I'm going to start off by dropping the protection on the Savage, because this Savage really needs to die. Although that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Raging against the machine, let's try to get this Piranha down, leaving only the Tide Master. Tide Master's probably gonna dump a buff on you. I'm gonna get the Tide Master out of his hidey hole because I want to get rid of the Tide Master now. They're resistant to bleed, so we're just gonna keep with the battle balloting so we can hopefully hit hard. Thankfully we have someone who actually has bleed resist. Note this is probably gonna be ignored. Yep. Oh, you resisted. Sweet. Ah, did I rage you? Over the Tide Master? Yes, yes, I will raid you over the Tide Master. I'm not taking chances. I want the Tide Master dead. Right here, right now. No protection, nothing else. Right? He uses Sea Breeze or Stress Wave, but that's fine. He's less dangerous than having a humongous amount of UES savages just attack you repeatedly. Arterial Pinch. It's going on Waka again and again. Thankfully he dodged. Okay, you're going to be a problem as well, but you know what? I'll accept this now that the savage is dead. And all he can do is a ceremonial cut. We're going to vulnerability X you. We could heal, but the heal is not as important as just sniping this problem in the... Oh, no. Thank goodness. Leaving only the Tide Master, who's either going to Stress Wave or cut. And he misses the cut anyway. Alright, we can go back to doing what we were doing. Can anyone say personal best? Oh, okay, I actually didn't want you to kill him there. Oh well, I guess it's kind of hard to avoid it with the sheer crit chance we have. Who's got health problems? You're the only one with any amount of health problems. We'll deal with those health problems. Alright, Maggot, Paralyzed, Stinger. Let's get a Weakening Curse dropped on you, so maybe, just maybe we can off you. We have 85 protection base? Well, thankfully that's not a problem anymore. It's like every start of the round, there's something outrageous that's going on, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful, beautiful, and I like it. I don't like this light, but that's fine. Alright, we got some stress across the entire party. Okay, it's not as much stress as I thought. You know what? We can Grave Shot. That's not enough stress for me to care. This should probably kill the Google. The protection being dropped down to 30% means a rage might be enough if you crit, but you didn't. Well. The bleed will do you in. Alright, well, Squiffy Gast is something I'm really not going to be happy about dealing with, but I also need to kind of get rid of everything else. Everything else is a problem. We could probably drop a vulnerability on him. That will help us kill him later, unless this thing leaves no corpses. These leave no corpses. Okay, good. These Seeds of Madnesses will be okay. Maddening Shanty. Will put a horror on him? No, it's just a very small amount of stress. Alright. You can't shoot them both, but you can definitely try to make work of him. One rage. He's not dead. That's fine. We should be moving on to the next stage in a moment. Damage is not really your forte, but you know what? Why not? You really do not like Waka. Sleeper's Dream. Beyond time and space. Oh, okay. I wasn't actually aware there's legitimately nothing that could happen. Alright. Now here's the big thing. Is there going to be a boss at the end of this? Going to lay down and switch my laptop because back is ouch.
Filled with blood.
Well, that is, as I always say, completely understandable. Alright. We no longer have our Omega buffs. This isn't too problematic, but it's problematic enough where I'm actually kind of worried. Because we were doing incredibly well with our buffs. So I'm just going to see about how far we can go. We're gonna Grape Shot Blast, and we're gonna start trying to manage our stress a little bit, because our stress is actually, honestly, fairly high. Especially amongst people who really do not want to have this amount of stress. Hopefully, if that last one is actually a boss fight like I'm afraid of, we're gonna get a chance to have like a small campfire. I really hope we're having a chance for a small campfire. Jesus. You're at above 100. You're down below 100. Well, you will be down below 100 soon. Technically, I think we could fight the Sleeper twice, which, if we do, we will probably do better. I'm actually not too certain on that. We'll probably be okay. I really should get a tracking shot rolling. One Grape Shot Blast. If this guy goes invis, we can tracking shot. Russell, that's not a time. This is not the time for that. Okay, admittedly you have rabies, so I can't complain. Like I said, he's the one that we can just dump stress onto, because he is the one that will not matter if he has a ton of stress or not. Okay, he just rearing strikes. It hurts, it stuns, it's not too horrible. And we'll just continue raking our way to victory. That's bad, but not too bad. You resist the blight, so the worst portion of the event is over. Okay, yeah, your rake is doing a fair amount of damage at this point. No single person in recorded history has ever survived rabies after the symptoms started showing. Oh, who might that be? It's clearly Russell right here. I think he's gotten rabies twice so far and survived. We can either heal or try to reduce his damage even further. I think healing is better in this instance. Yeah, so he's going to paw the ground. I think these things are going to both become crystals. I hope they don't. They do. Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you do this? Hopefully we can tracking shot first. I'm hoping we can tracking shot first. Good. Well, do I want to let the crystalline aberrations explode? No, I don't. I was really hoping that one of the crystalline aberrations would die from his first hit, but that just didn't happen. So you're gonna trample, which sucks. It sucks, but it doesn't push anyone around that I didn't honestly expect to be pushed around. Such occult power, such mainstream. Wow. We're probably gonna finale the one in the back. Pistol shot? Pistol shot. It's you down. Treatment involves putting the patient into a chemically induced coma and administering antiviral drugs. Okay, that's acceptable. Well, okay. I didn't honestly expect you to kill this one. So I guess we'll just put you back in place. As if nothing happened. That's a crit. And that's a wonderful crit. It's a wonderful life. Let's get more battle ballads rolling, just in case, because I want to be ready, in case something particularly stupid happens. As you all know this game, there's always going to be something incredibly stupid. Such dark power courses. We're gonna do this just in case. And you paw the ground, like expected. Since that, because apparently it doesn't actually work, so they were just naturally resistant and or immune to it. Well, Grape Shot itself doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage. It has a very high crit chance, that's definitely true. But I was sincerely hoping you would crit the Plow Horse and kill the Plow Horse. Considering you didn't do that, we're going to have a problem. I mean, it can also be ascribed to the human condition overall as being a genetically diverse species. She might have just randomly had something in her body that allowed her to resist rabies. Sweet. And the sleeper's dream calls us to another night. Oh, baby. Alright, what's next? Fields are fallow yet? Still, I couldn't even read it. Onward!
Furrows of earth, filled with blood.
Well, it's a shambler. I'm not happy that it's a shambler, but it's a shambler nonetheless. We're going to actually use our holy waters and get our resistances even higher, because I hate the shambler in particular. Because clapper claws are the worst thing in existence. And you know what, I would try, but I'm just going to ensure that we have our chances at the highest. Alright, emulating withdrawal, shambler spawn occurs. We're going to mark the target because we need to kill these guys quickly, and marking you is about our best instance of it. I would shoot you, but I also want to get rid of the shambler spawn. So we're just going to rake. And we're going to keep raking until you're strong enough to be able to out-rake and out-DPS race everything. Okay. So you're going to do an odorous advancement. It hurts, but you're basically immune to any form of status effect as of right now. You crit. What is it, you ask? This is the Shambler. It exists in the dark corners of reality, where light doesn't even exist, and it likes to hunt and eat our people. I have fought this Shambler many times, and I know all of its tricks, and all that it does. And so I'm going to do my best to put an end to the Shambler before it becomes a problem. That's kind of why I'm battle balloting and avoiding using healing effects, because healing effects are unfortunately way too slow versus simply trying to deal more damage to it than it can possibly sustain. Admittedly though, this will be one time I definitely use one of the healing effects. No, but you look at its maw, it's like a demented horse. Actually, if you know what, take some holy water. I forgot to give you holy water. Do I want to debuff it again? Yeah, I do. But still can't dodge, I'm going to debuff it once again. Odorous advancement. You crit, but you can't do anything because everyone here is basically immune to negative effects. You're going to heal yourself.
A momentary abatement.
Being at that low of a health level. You go first, and that's perfect for me because I want to make use of Rake. Because, the Shambler, you know what, I'm gonna let the Shambler spawn live. This is too golden of an opportunity. Keep the buffs rolling. And pistol shot.
It could be dismissed as a fever dream, if not for the corpses.
These things cause stress. They also buff themselves every time they hit, so they go faster and faster and faster. But I feel like I've made the right choice. And then, who do I want? Do I want to de-stress? Yeah, I'll de-stress. We'll de-stress you a little bit. And then we're going to flip you back and use Absolution, because there's nothing else that awaits. And we've killed one of the wandering bosses of this place. First we've met one, and the first one to die. Oh my gosh, and you even crit the heal.
The instruments pause, but the symphony will soon continue.
What do I want to do? Bomb? Bomb. Take the Comet Shard. Tome of Holy Healing. Gets another Vestal Trinket. I like Vestal Trinkets. I don't What do I really, really not need here? I need you because that keeps his damage high. Thanks to the Dirge for the Devoured. Anti-Venom? We've got 6 Anti-Venoms already. I think I can handle the Anti-Venoms, especially considering our native resistances are so high at this point. And now, let's take up the axe, blow off some steam. Peace through violence. Everyone's stresses are at nil, most of their healths are at max. Let's continue. I don't really need the 40 food unless I never get food again. This I'm planning on going for a very, very, very long time.